What's up, everybody? It's Agorist Millionaire here. So I figured some of y'all might be interested in how I do what I do on a daily basis. So figured I'd kind of just give y'all a little rundown as I'm going through with it. Um, Taking a look here at Bitcoin. As you'll notice, we had a nice little interim low here last night. And we're working our way up to the top of this little trend line, which is pretty important trend line if you look here on the higher time frame. As you'll see, we got here the last rally stopped out up here, came down, tested this area again, and came back down, and will likely see a reversal here. Now, I mean, it is possible that we get something, that it breaks through. Let me kind of draw it out for you here. My arrow's at. There we go. Yeah, we could get something kind of like this. And it may end up, bouncing off that line and headed up. There we go. Make it a little easier. Yeah, we might get a little bounce like that, and it works to continue the the larger bull that's happening here. Yeah, I mean, if you zoom this out onto a daily chart, I mean, it is. No, I drew this here. I don't think it's gonna do this anymore. I did this last night, and I was kind of hoping that we might get an opportunity to, buy some Bitcoin right here in the 12 to 1400 range again. But, and I mean, it could still happen. I mean, it's not out of the. It's not. I mean, if I drew out this one example, yeah, where we get a test of this trend support line where it goes above, drops back down, finds support there, and then zooms off to become wherever it's going next, 2000 probably. Um, Now we could get that, or we might get a little bit of a stall out, and let me kind of show you what that might end up looking like. So if we zoom back in here to the 1 hour time frame, um, I love the song. Man, I gotta crank this one. Sorry, guys. But anyways, we could get we could find some resistance up here in this support level, and instead of it, I guess, going through there, the more likely scenario, in my opinion, is that it goes back down to test this trend line. I mean, really, what we're gonna see. I mean, this is a larger pattern that's been unfolding here. Now, what's most likely to happen? Yeah, I can draw it about like that. I mean, I could probably get away with drawing it like that. Don't really matter. The thing about trend lines, guys, is they're not set in stone. Like as long as the trends follow in at 90%, you might get a couple that drop out of the bounds there, but trend lines are elastic, guys. They don't hold 100% of the time like that. They're more of a guideline than anything else. But what we could get something is, or what we could get is something kind of like this here. And this is what I think is probably the most likely scenario. Turn my music off. What is this? What is this? Anyways, something kind of like this. And then we get the breakout that we're looking for. That's what I think's most likely to happen. You know, just based on the way this corrective wave has been going. But you know, that's kind of where I'm at with Bitcoin. So you know, really, what I'm looking to do today is, you know, maybe ride this one up here. Oh my gosh, that looks like a reversal in itself already. I mean, we could get another little bounce up. Yeah, we probably will get another little bounce up. I mean, that could easily. Yeah, there we go. Thing about watching these little time frames is, you know, everything looks like a big move, but you know, it's just following the trend like it's supposed to. I mean, if I were to draw it like this, it's literally working pretty much almost exactly in that. Um, yeah, so what I'm looking to do is I'll probably ride that up to here. Yeah, 1760. In fact, I may go ahead and put a sell in, and you know, we'll get rid of the Bitcoin. Maybe I'll short it on its way back down here. That's the way to really compound your profits. You know, you take a long margin position as you ride this thing up, and then turn that margin position completely around, close that, and then open up a short all the way back down here. And then you know what? Whenever we're looking to open a position like that, you know, like obviously I'm long on Bitcoin right now, but you know, say I wanted to short this. So what I'd do is I'd set a stop, a tight stop. You know, we've got some resistance not only at this trend line, but we can also draw, not just at the blue trend line, but we can also draw another level of resistance at each of these previous interim highs. And what you'll find is you know, the price is going to bounce off these and then come back down to hit its lower support line here with the trend support, and it'll eventually break through each one of these. That'll turn into its own level of support. If you've watched any of my videos on support and resistance, I mean, support and resistance is one of the most basic concepts in trading there is. If you don't take the time to learn it, you're literally, I mean, if you don't understand support and resistance lines, I will let you know you're not gonna make any money in these markets. So I mean, it's a real simple concept, guys. I highly recommend you check out my YouTube, the educational ones, to look into it. And I promise I'm gonna get busier on making some more training videos for you guys. I'm just getting this money, you know what I mean? But you know, I want to help y'all out too. So anyways, I think we're going to go up here. I'm going to short this thing around here at 1760, bring it back down here, and then I guess my target zone for this is going to be right around here at about 17 or 1677-ish. So that would be, oh, you know, I got a little distracted there, but what I was trying to do is find another resistance line. There we go. And then we'll set our stop just above that. So if you know, if we do get a little bit of a breakout there, well, shoot, man, if we were to get a breakout out of this, well, I'll leave it right there. So that's where we put our stop, and hopefully we can ride this thing right back down to here and pull ourselves a nice little 4.59% on the short. You know, with a leveraged short position, you can do it on Poloniex, or I guess Poloniex you can't short Bitcoin, but with a leveraged position you could do like you know, a five times position short, so that 5% turns into 25%, and that's how you really make money in these markets, guys. You just I mean, I've been doing nothing but leverage trading right now. Just open up a long position at the bottom of a trend line, ride it up to the top of the trend line, close that, turn it into a short, ride it back down. I mean, it's just money all day long, guys. Um, Take a look at Ripple here. Ripple had a very exciting yesterday. I made a ton of money on Ripple yesterday. But now we're entering our corrective phase, which is not fun for long-term buying and holders. but is a lot of fun for us because we can make money no matter what way this market goes. So we're going to take it down. You know, Elliott wave theory teaches us that the corrective wave has three parts. Part A, where it goes down, it's going to correct itself back up to a part B, usually around the 61.8% retracement level, and then it's going to find its way down to a new low. However, I don't think that that's what we're seeing. I think that our C is actually going to end up down here. This is what you could consider our B, and then, yeah, so that's what we're looking at, in my opinion. That's what it looks like to me, because, I mean, you'll notice this thing came up to test this trend line, test this resistance line. Let me go ahead and put it down for you guys and zoom in a little bit so we can see better. Right here. You'll notice that this thing came up, hit its high, and whenever you look at a candlestick, we're looking at it as kind of like a sine wave. So, you know, it's like when we look at these wicks, you know, take this candle for example. It came from this previous candle which closed up here with upward momentum. So what likely happened is this thing came up here to test this upper wick, came all the way down, you know, it's acting like a wave, all the way down to the bottom here, and then goes back up to here, and that's where it closes. And then rides itself all the way up to here, where the bears take over. And then the bears bring this thing back down, all the way down. Let's see, do we have a wick down here on the bottom? Yeah, a little bit. And the bulls took over a tiny little bit at the end of this candle, where they brought it back up. You get the picture. I'm not going to sit here and break it all down, but basically we've got some strong resistance here. It's tried to test this 3-4 times now, so I don't see Ripple breaking through that today. It's not going to break through that resistance line today. What we're going to see is a retracement, likely down to here, to this support level, but I think we may even get all the way down to the 1.618 extension here. So, you know, if we can pull this one, we're looking at 16% on a leverage trade, you know, 2.5 times that. And then we can take it all the way down here even. I'll probably sell half of my holdings there, and then we'll take it down here to sell the other half. And that would be looking 20%. I mean, that's 60%, guys. I mean, like, these are all over. The crypto markets are so volatile that we can do this in just a matter of hours, make 20% gains, 60% gains, especially with this leverage trading. Like, if you're not taking advantage of this, you're really missing out. I mean, literally, I was sitting there, like, hanging out with my wife. I opened a trade. 15 minutes later, we're sitting here watching Better Call Saul on Netflix. I turn around. I made freaking 40 bucks in 15 minutes. Like, and I'm not even trading with a big account. I mean, I've got about $1,000 in my account. Like, when that becomes $10,000, and we're just sitting here watching Better Call Saul, which is a great show, by the way. If you guys are fans of Breaking Bad, I highly recommend Better Call Saul. But yeah, we're just sitting there watching, and but once I've got it up to 10 grand, we're just going to sit here, open trade, watch some TV, close a trade, 300 bucks, 400 bucks. Like, that's what's possible. And that's why I'm so excited about all this, and that's why I'm sharing all this with you guys. And I don't even know if anybody's watching my live stream right now. You guys should be. Should be if you want to make money. I don't know if anybody likes making money around here. I don't know. Let me find out. Anybody watching? Say hi. Oh, I wonder if this will, like, create an infinite loop or something. Probably. Oh, don't do that. Okay, that was fun. But anyways, guys, I'm not gonna sit here talking here all day, but if you have any questions about what I'm doing here, I know I tend to just go, and I haven't been the greatest about making the videos as of recent to help y'all. I think my last educational video was about 2 weeks ago. I do intend on releasing another one here soon. But what I really need from you guys is I need to know what you like. What are your questions? Like, I know that you're not just sitting here killing it, man. And if you are, tell me. Like, that's awesome, dude. That's I hope that's how it's working out, but I don't think it is. So, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask me. I can't just sit and type out responses individually to every single one of you, because I do get a lot of questions, specifically, like, can you help me, can you help mentor me with a strategy? Can you help recommend a certain buy? What's a good price for this? And I try to help as much as I can, guys, but I can't sit for hours and hours just, you know, typing out long-winded responses to all this. So that's why I make these videos, so that I can reach out to as many of you as possible at one time. I don't mind putting in 30 minutes to 20-30 minutes to make a video to answer a question about certain indicators or certain strategies. Whatever I can help you with, you just got to let me know, because I am the reason I made this channel is I want to share this with all of you. I want to share this with the world. I think I found something really special here, and I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. In fact, all of us traders here in the crypto markets, I mean, there is so much excitement here. Like, it's like there's never a dull moment. And I mean, if you're sitting there hating your life, like, just wondering how you're gonna pay your bills, how you're gonna ever get anywhere in life. I mean, this was me for a long time, like, just working at dead end jobs, like, not not just broke and depressed, man. That was me for a long time. And I'm actually like, I get 3 or 4 hours of sleep at night because I'm so passionate about what I'm doing. Like, I don't have time to sleep. The only reason I even go to sleep is because I know that my body's gonna hate me in the morning, especially when I have to go to my part-time job, which I'll have for a little bit longer. But it's the way this is going. This is going exactly the way I predicted, and I fully expect that I'll be free from the job that has been paying my bills for years now. I think I'm going to be free from it within the next month. Um, we're planning on moving to downtown Austin in one of the condos in one of the skyscrapers there. If you guys have any idea what that costs, it's $3,000 to $6,000 per month. Um, I'm fully confident that I can achieve that by the end of this year. And next year, I'm going to buy a multi-million-dollar property in Colorado. And um, the plan is executing exactly the way it's supposed to. And I really believe in this now. When I first started this, I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see what happens. But now I really believe in this. Like, the results are there. Like, I'm making a steady 3 to 4% a day, and it's only getting better. Like, I'm only improving. Like, I mean, it's been well into the 6, 7, 8. I mean, shoot, I'm up like 12% today already, and we're only just starting. Um, like, the possibilities are endless, guys, and I could sit here and talk about it forever, because I cannot express the excitement that I have. Um, but with all that being said, guys, just please, 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 if you have questions, ask me to make a video, and I'll make a video. I can't just sit there and type out my answers. I don't have time for it. But I will help you in the best way I can, guys. And good luck, guys. God.